Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a little bit of not even baking, it's just simple cooking. This has become quickly and surely one of my favorite things to make ever when it comes to dessert. Right now I'm actually going to make a fall one for you. I'm not really into everything pumpkin spice. I know that that's kind of like the thing nowadays, but that's just not my thing. But I do love me some good like pumpkin pie, like stuff like that. But I'm really just a crust person, if I'm being 100% honest. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to make a pumpkin pie chia pudding. So if you want to see how I make this delicious pumpkin pie chia pudding, then let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so I will leave the recipe for this down below, and so what I'm just going to do is put everything in the bowl, and then I'm going to whisk it together. It's really simple, it's really easy. I think that you guys are going to be rather surprised when I tell you that this is literally bulletproof. You cannot mess this up. You cannot. You just can't. So the first thing that I'm going to go ahead and add to this is I have 3/4 of a cup of coconut milk, and by coconut milk I mean full fat canned coconut milk. And then I also have 3/4 of a cup of almond milk, unsweetened original. You can do vanilla if you like. I just have original as I never know what I'm going to add it to. One thing that I will state though is that in the recipe it calls for 1.5 cups of either or. I just did 3/4 of a cup of each, just because I've noticed with the chia pudding recipes that I've made, it's actually really crucial for you to have coconut milk in it, because coconut milk, full fat canned coconut milk, is so much thicker that it actually does a really good job of thickening up the chia seed pudding after it's done. And one second, I forgot my spatula and my whisk. But it just does a really good job of actually like thickening up the chia seed pudding. That was one thing that I did realize when I've been kind of trial and erroring these, because I went to this place called Spoon down in Baltimore. I'm also going to add 3/4 of a cup of plain pumpkin puree. I went to this place down in Baltimore and they had this chia seed pudding and it was really good, and so I've been trying to recreate it, and then I was eventually able to. So yeah, I'm really happy that I was. So I'm just gonna whisk these two things together just so that it becomes more of a liquid. So it's gonna kind of look like this once you get to that stage. Not really sure if you guys can see it. There you go. It's kind of just like a liquid, just like kind of soupy at this point. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. Again, the recipe calls for like artificial sweeteners. I'm not about that life, but if you are, by all means, go ahead and do. I believe it called for 3 tablespoons of Swerve, and that's for keto purposes. So if you wanted to make this keto, you by all means go ahead, you can. And then I'm just going to add a dash, not a lot, of vanilla. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. I might actually add a pinch more just because I really like cinnamon. I think it's delicious. And then I'm just gonna add 1/4 teaspoon of both ginger and nutmeg. I'm sure you could just use like pumpkin pie spice in place of this, but I'm just following the recipe. Right. And the recipe doesn't call for it, but I'm a baker, and in every recipe you should add just a pinch of salt to bring out all the flavors. So once again, I'm just gonna go ahead and mix this all together. This says that it makes 4 servings, but I'm almost certain that it's gonna only make 2 for me, just because I like a lot of chia pudding. So I'm pretty sure that it's going to not yield as much for me. Right, and so that's what that looks like. And then lastly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1/4 cup of chia seeds. And I'm just going to again whisk that together. It doesn't have to be thoroughly incorporated, just enough. All right, and then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put some parchment paper, or not parchment, some saran wrap or something on this. I'm going to stick it in the fridge. It says to leave it in there for a couple of hours or overnight. So I will see you guys once this is all thickened, and I'll show you guys what it looks like, and I'll show you the containers that I got off of Amazon too. So I will see you guys in just a little bit. Alrighty, everybody. So this has been sitting in the fridge for 6:35. I probably finished this about 2 hours ago. It could probably sit a little bit longer, but honestly, it's kind of perfect the way it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoot you guys in a little bit closer so you can kind of get more of a view of what this actually looks like inside of the container. So as you can kind of see here, it is definitely a lot thicker than it was at the beginning. So it's more of like a pudding now. So as I told you guys before, I was going to show you these containers that I got off of Amazon. So you can kind of see them here. They're just like, I don't even want to call them a mason jar. They're just kind of like a little glass jar with a lid. And then all you do is you just like, you know, clasp the lid like this. And it goes like that, and then it's completely secure and good to go. I got these off of Amazon. I'll leave a link for them down below. I want to say I got 6 of them for around $35. So all I'm going to do is distribute this into 2 of these. I'm actually going to eat these now. I'm going to take one down to my husband, and we're going to eat them now. So I'll definitely, in the description box down below, tell you guys how amazing it is. I kind of already had a taste. So actually, let's just have a taste right here. One sec. All right, let's see here. How good does this taste? Oh my gosh. That is so good. So good. So you guys definitely have to try it. So like I said, I'm just gonna pour this in here really quick without making a mess. It's very hard for me to do. All right, and then as if these aren't decadent enough the way that they are, I'm gonna go ahead and throw some whipped cream. Because what's not delicious without whipped cream? And then to take it one step further, I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle some cinnamon. And there we have it, you guys. A delicious pumpkin pie chia seed pudding that is gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan, all the goodness of everything. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video today. If you did, please be sure to give this a thumbs up, and I hope that you subscribe to my channel by hitting that subscribe button down below. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you get notified for future videos. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.